Since please, can I just finish? Can I
You can
just finish
finish.
my
Go ahead.
Jasem,
Go ahead.
you have 1 minute. Take it.
Go ahead.
one? No, give me
No, go
15
ahead. Two
seconds,
minutes. 2 minutes. Go ahead,
guys. Come
please.
on.
No, 2 minutes. I
Thank.
opened the stopper. I'm serious. Speak.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to say that the picture that Morer is displaying is not wrong. Okay, they look at women,
Yeah, because you're
Muslims.
radical brotherhood, pretending to be an atheist. We know you,
I'm not.
Jasem. We know your father.
I'm not. Who's
Should
my
I
father?
go and tell everyone who are? What is your family? What's
Bros,
Who's
your
my father?
brotherhood?
bros,
What's your
No, no. Who's my
root? What's
father?
bros,
everything?
Yeah. What's
Your
my
bros.
root?
brotherhood. You radical Muslim, pretending to be an atheist.
No, bros,
I
bros,
am. I
bros,
am
bros,
sentenced. I am
Yeah,
bros.
you
Can you?
hate
sentenced to
MBS.
15.
You hate MBS too, Jasem.
Bros,
I am sentenced. So what fucking
Shlomi,
is the
tashtik
issue
אותו.
then? No,
תשתיק
no.
אותו.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a freedom of
guys,
speech. Yeah, okay,
guys,
go
guys.
ahead.
Come on. I am sentenced to 12 years from the Brotherhood power. So you
But
are a
you are
nonsense.
mentally
You
still
are
linked to the
nonsense.
brotherhood
You
in
are nonsense. Okay.
ideology.
Okay. So you're nonsense. People. This guy is trying only to defend, and defending by asking people to change their opinion, or he's going to create a mess in a space. So he's saying we're covering under ideologies, and this is fucked up. Anyways, I wanted to say that Mohammed bin Salman is trying to fight. Is
So you
trying.
come here to attack MBS?
Mohammed bin Salman is trying to fight
bros.
the radical
I
Islamists.
will give you a time
Is
to
he
respond.
allowed to do this
Uh,
Bros,
on your space?
bros. I will
Zico,
give you
Zico,
time.
this
Everybody
is
is
Bros,
What's going
allowed
on
to
here?
speak his position.
Zico.
bros.
Ah,
Let him.
Most
Zico.
Bros,
bros,
Okay.
bros. You will have two
Mm.
let
minutes.
him speak. You
Bros,
will
you will.
respond to him.
Interesting. Yeah, talking about Netanyahu badly and things. Yeah,
I
it
don't
was.
give a
It
fuck
wasn't.
about anybody
Fuck,
you
It
fuck,
speak
wasn't
about. Oh my
okay
gosh.
for us for a couple of
bros,
months.
This liar
bros,
should shut
And
up now
Jasem,
until we
Jasem,
finish, please.
Jasem, you're a
bros,
brotherhood. You're radical
Let the
Islamist,
liar shut up now,
my
please.
friend.
bros,
Jasem, you
bros,
hate
Bros,
bros.
MBS and
bros, please.
you enjoy this picture. It's
What
fine.
are you?
Okay.
Why are you defending MBS? I don't understand it.
He's my
He's a
Bros.
crown
he's a
prince. Fucking
he's a
you.
political leader. You fucking idiot. He's a
He is
political
my
leader.
crown prince. Yeah, you
He
don't
is
respect Al
he is
Sabah
prone to
because you're a Kuwaiti
he is
bitch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for muting everybody, but I just want to say
שלומי, תוריד
something.
אותו.
It's me.
לא עכשיו, אבל
הבנתי.
אם הוא ירד אותו פעם, אני רוצה...
Okay.
Bros, please, you must let him finish a sentence.
Yeah,
You can
you know
come
what?
back,
We will do it like this.
please.
You have 40 seconds, Jasem, to finish what you had started to say, and then bros, you will have a minute and a half to speak. Okay? Start, Jasem.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Why did you leave?
It was easy. Now it's BroZ's turn.
Okay.
Perfect. Really good. So, if someone idiot coming to your spaces to bother you and he talk really bad about Zionists, he's an idiot. He's a radical fucking shit. Don't go to the other extreme, guys. Let's keep all of us peaceful and united. Not bringing these like fake atheists and they hate Islam, they hate Kuwait Sabah, royal family, they hate MBS, they hate the royal Saudi. Nothing difference, guys, between this and Khamenei. Nothing difference between anyone hating in Saudi Arabia in the UK. Brotherhood, Shia ideologists, same fucking shit. They go against governments and they go against everyone, even though they hate Islam and they run away from it.
بروز
No,
shut up
my friend,
shut up shut
my
up
No, no,
friend,
بروز
just,
let him,
shut
just
up
let him
بروز
wait,
finish.
wait,
Let him
بروز
finish. Let him
wait,
finish.
Emirati,
يا
wait.
غثيث
No, no, you have another 30 seconds.
Now
Use them, bro.
he's insulting me in Arabic.
I know, I heard that. It
يا
doesn't
Then
matter.
kick
يا
him outside
Continue.
that Emirati shit
اسكليتي
too.
Continue.
كل تراب يا ريال تفضل.
تلزق.
خلاص
Please,
ننكب
It's
دواء.
hold
better for
on,
شوفوا
hold
Emirates.
on,
هذا
It's
تريول
better for
هذا
Emirates not
hold on, hold on. I don't know what's your name,
stop
Scorpio,
killing
ABH.
people in Sudan, Emirati.
Hold on, please, please. ABH, please. If you're going to interject one more time, I will have to drop you to speakers. I want you to come and speak, but please wait your turn. Do not interrupt what BroZ is speaking. Final warning, please. BroZ, you have the mic, please. Double mute.
So radicalism leads to radicalism from the other side. I understand it, but we are like a very rational thinkers when we have been in these spaces together, and I know all of you guys understand this. The difference between Muslim and Islamist, the difference between Islam and Islamism, the difference between a radical Sunni Shi'i guy and a moderate Muslim Shi'i Sunni guy. There is a huge difference here. The same. So if you are grown up as a brotherhood guy with radicalism from Islam, you run away to be anti-Islam and hate the government, similar to this Jasem. So he hates Al Sabah and he hates Al Saud families, and he enjoyed seeing the picture of Saudi's Jamal and insulted in spaces because he's from the brotherhood to the radical atheist world. I
Okay,
don't like radicalism to
BroZ,
radicalism.
I
And thank you
got it.
very much. And
I
thank
got
you
it.
very much.
BroZ, thank you. I've seen a couple of hands. John, please lay your point.
Hey Zika, I'm sorry this is a little off subject. I was gonna come up earlier, but I was in the shower. Do you have a problem with India?
No, I don't have a problem. No, we have
I
great
guess,
together.
yeah, because like I'm in the opinion that I'm really hoping that tomorrow Trump is gonna announce Vivek as his vice president, and I think the US is
Vivek,
gonna have a huge
Amen.
partnership with
Amen.
India,
Vivek,
and
I
so should
like.
Israel, because at the end of the day, when it comes to India, I view Pakistan as essentially their version of Gaza, just if Gaza were to gain legitimacy. About 90% of their temples have been taken over by radical Islamists. Like, it's so bad there that it's not even funny. They have a new guy called Modi. He's fighting against all of this, and I 100% support him. And in a world without radical Islam, we can all finally find peace. These people have taken over so many countries that it's not even funny. They've stripped away so many national identities. The Jews are the only ones who have successfully fought back. Every other nation has fallen to these people. The UK, like you were saying, I thought they would wake up after Israel, after October 7th. I don't think they're going to learn their lesson until London completely falls. And it's baffling to me that they will allow their capital city to fall to these barbarians. And like someone was saying earlier, once they get 20% your population, they start getting really comfortable being honest with you and saying, we're going to outbreed you. And once we have 30-40% of you, we're going to start taking over your government through democracy. We're going to start legally imposing Sharia law. If you don't like it, well, we're the majority now, so you guys can leave. It's what they do. They
Mm-hmm.
are the worst thing to happen to humanity in the last 1400 years. Without them, we would have flying cars. The
I
reason
got
we
it.
can't have flying cars is because they crash them into fucking buildings. But
Okay.
that's about it.
Okay, John. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, another end, another end. If anybody wants to
Hold on.
respond, this will be the time.
Hold on. Yeah.
No, I totally concur with
Hold
the
on,
speaker,
Thomas.
I
Hold
just
on.
120%.
want to
Hold
say
Sorry, I'm
this
on.
sorry,
guy
I'm sorry.
Broz is a
Sorry.
gay.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Hold on.
this guy Broz, he is a gay guys.
اوكي
And
اوكي
thank you,
عيب
bye.
عليك اختشي على دمك اختشي
No,
شوية
no.
مع مين تحكي بروز هذا
No,
جاي ابو لوطي يلا تطلع.
اختشي
Zyko, I need to
We,
speak. I
we
need to
don't
speak
care.
with
excuse me
Guys, I know
Zyko.
him.
excuse me, be quiet everybody. I don't care who wants to speak. I'm dictator now. Yes, B ABH ABN whatever ABH Scorpio. Please respect the space. BroZ is a friend of mine. I don't care if you know him. That's a personal issue between you and him. You keep that under personal, not in my space. I will throw you out. Speak about the problem with the. If you want
Zico,
to
you
speak
have
about.
a very, very weird friend. No, you said he's your friend. Well,
Don't
No,
worry
he's a
about
friend.
it.
He's a friend. He's a friend. You need to check. מאור, אתה צריך קצת לבדוק על
מה,
על
ברוז?
הסגנון, להבין. לא, באמת,
ברוז?
אני לא...
אני דיברתי איתו כבר כמה פעמים. הבחור הכי עושה לך טקיה בפרצוף.
לא, אני יודע מה הסגנון.
טוב, לא עכשיו, לא עכשיו, לא
אוקיי.
עכשיו. בבקשה, לא עכשיו.
עשיתי אגב צ'קאוט עליו, הוא של המשפחה, אני יודע, אבל...
Scorpio now turn. Scorpio, please, go ahead.
Guys, I don't have problem with Jews. I don't have problem with Jews. I love Jews, and
You're from Kuwait, like he said. Bro said you're from Kuwait. Is that correct?
No.
Or Emirates? Emirati?
This guy, BroZ. I know him. أعرف.
Okay.
He's gay.
Okay.
But
All right, he's 5 years old. Can we move him off the panel?
Okay.
Can O have a word? I got my hands up. I'm going to work.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, it's easy right now to mix everything up and just put paint everybody with a broad brush regarding Islam. It's very easy to do. I try myself to refrain and compartmentalize the radical people from peace-loving people, like for such individuals as BroZ and Mazen, from the experience that I've had speaking with them and interacting with them. We must remember that 24% of the global population is Muslim. So it's a significant people. But even if you look at 1% of that, that's like 78 million people that give us the bad name. And 78 million people is nothing to scoff at. It's a lot of people. It's an army. It's a force. And that's assuming only 1% are radicalized. I don't know how many. I'm not, obviously. So I'm just giving you some statistics to think about. But they're given peace-loving people, reformed people who want to progress, who want to get their asses into flying cars, to live normal lives, and and embrace technology and modernism and community and just being connected with everybody and just practicing your way. Because in the end of the day, we all have our jobs. We all try to make money, and when things get tough and when things get really low in life, if it's your thing, you have your faith to lean back on, and that's how I view religion in general. It's something that when you're really in dire straits, that's what we have. Our Jews have Israel, God. We have Shema Israel when shit hits the fan, right? And everybody has their own version of prayer and their own version of something to lean back on, and the radical individuals are totally ruining it for the peace-loving Muslims, and it's terrible. I feel so bad because I see a regular Muslim person down the road, and I have a negative connotation now because I'm Israeli and I'm absolutely burned from October 7th, burned. And I feel terrible for thinking that way about any random Muslim person who's visibly Muslim. That's not cool.
I got it.
But that's what happened. That's the butterfly effect of October 7th, and we need to be civilized and transcend beyond that, and not condemn people. And this guy coming around telling me who's gay, who's that's the same pile of shit that we need to avoid. Thank you.
I got it. So I thank you. I'll just relate to that. That this is the Jewish and most of Israelis' perspective, because that is how we see other religions as a whole. Some part of us, but
Hold on, Shlomi. I want to say something. When we were brought up as young children, I'm 64 years old. I'm a week away from 65. We knew that the Arab world as a whole hated the Jews. They only they fought against the Jews, including Saudi Arabia, including Kuwait, including Yemen, including Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, even Pakistan. They send people to fight against us. They hate us, and it carried along in our minds, in the back of our minds, that they're not peaceful people that want our, to be friends, our friends, the Jewish people's friends. We don't hold them as an enemy, but we don't hold them as a friend either. We, as in the back of our minds, September 11th. Who was September 11th? Saudi Arabia. It was okay. It was a sect inside Saudi Arabia, but
the mental picture that came out of the September 11th, Saudi Arabia and the Islamic Brotherhood and Al Qaeda. You know, it's not a personal thing, but it's a fact that we have it stored in our memory that Arabs want to take over the world. And it is a problem for Jews to accept any Muslims as peaceful. It's a big problem because we even see it inside the Arabs of Israel. They're not all that peaceful. In times of, there is strife, there is times of war, all of a sudden you see them start crazy shit inside Israel. It is, you know, it's not all of them. I'm not talking about all of them, but a large part of them. It is a problem with Islam. It's a political Islam, radical Islam, religious Islam. There is a problem with Islam. There is a problem.
It's weaponized.
I'm sorry?
It's being weaponized.
Yeah, but it's
No, it's not weaponized. It is not weaponized. If you look into the purple comment where I posted,
Put
it's
it in the
about what
nest.
they are taught.
yeah, but Jackie, there are different Islam in every person. I just have to mention about this. People don't understand it, but in the Arab world, there are two major forces. There are more forces of the tribes, of the tribal traditions, and there are the other one, the Islamist. I can tell you about Saudi Arabia. They had their Salafis that came from the desert. They're always trying to break the tribal forces that are working there, and they are doing a big mess. It's part of the Muslim Brotherhood. They know, Muslims usually know how to break the Islamist extremists inside their nations, and I think that's, if you don't want a civil war in Europe, your next solution will be to look at the Emirates and the Saudis and to look how they handle some things. And maybe even Israelis. I can tell you, as a border police, after 7th of October, we are being called for Arabs, Israelis. Most of them, look, they behave nice, but from some of them, there was something that's erupted, something from the religion and such a stuff. And we know how to handle this stuff. We don't start to, I don't know, beat people on the street, but we know how to extinguish the seeds of those things. And that will be the solution. We will need to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's not forget that, somebody was mentioning there's 2 million people that are Muslim in Israel, like you were saying, and Zico alluded to. It's not hunky-dory. It's not, it's not all rainbows and sunshine over there. I remember 2012, 20, something like that, in my hometown in Akko, the imams were telling the guys in Iratika, in the ancient city, to round up, and they went to my old neighborhoods. They were lighting cars on fire in Yom Kippur. We're all hiding. My dad and then my family members, my cousins are all hiding in their house, not leaving their house in Israel, man, in Israel. Okay.
And this is shameful. No, I personally know that because I've been in Akko in those in the
Yeah, I speak facts, brother. I speak facts.
No, I've been as a reservist. They called me to Akko in this time. I've seen this. I've seen this in live action. But I can tell you that I will be concise. The Arabs Israelis of 48, they are in the midway. The one of 67 of Jerusalem, they are in the 10% way toward assimilating themselves inside a majority that is not Muslims. Okay.
Jazz, check your DM for me. Jazz, check your DM, please.
I got it. Just.
تمشيخ تزرم.
No, I see hands in the air, so I will let them speak. I'm a co-host. It will not be nice. Venom, lay your point. After that, Jazz, please.
I need Jazz to speak, please, Jazz. Hi.
Oh,
שאלה לי אלייך, ג'אז, מה ששלח זה אמיתי?
רגע, אני בודקת את ה-DM, שנייה.
this fucking Musa.
לא שלחתי, מה ששמתי בנסט אתה מתכוון.
כן.
אתה רוצה שאני אגיד את זה באנגלית או שאני אשאר בעברית?
יאללה, בואי נתחיל איתו, בואי נזיין לו את המוח. אז אם הוא ככה, אז החבר שלנו, שאומר בוקר טוב, בקול של טנק, גם כן הוא משהו טוב.
אני רציתי להגיד לך, כאילו, אתה יודע, תכלס, אין לי בעיה להגיד את זה באנגלית, אבל אני רוצה להגיד לך, זיקו, עם כל האהבה
אני
שלי...
מקווה שלא.
לא פה, זה יהיה בינינו, אנחנו נדבר על זה.
אין בעיה, אבל אני כן רוצה להגיד, בכל מקרה, אתה יודע, אני בעד freedom of speech,
בוא נעשה free speech.
freedom of speech, free speech, sorry, אבל אני אשאר בעברית, כי פשוט יש לך לאחרונה חברים ממש מעניינים, לא כל כך עבורי,
אמרתי לך זיקו, הנה, בבקשה.
גם אתמול וגם היום, ומי שהיה פה היום הוא לא חבר שלנו. סורי לאכזב אותך, אני כאילו מאוד התאכזבתי ואני לא ארחיב, אבל אתה רואה גם אנשים אחרים מצביעים על כך.
שמה, אני יודע טוב מאוד, אני לא נכנסתי לספייס שלו יותר מחודש, למה אני ראיתי משהו מסריח, אבל אמרתי בסדר, הוא בזה, לא נכנסתי ולא עניין אותי, למה הוא התחיל עם השטויות שלו ולא עניין אותי כל הזבלה שלו, אז בכלל ירדתי ממנו לגמרי, אני חשבתי שהוא, הנה עכשיו אני רואה את זה, ואני מאמין לך,
לא, אתה לא צריך להבין לי ספציפית, but I will say something in English, it's not, it's very important for me to understand, one person never represents all the country, or all the people, all the community, so one person can be wrong, but it doesn't mean that I know more than one person, and I have only a positive experience with Saudi people, so for me it's just a little something, so and everything else I explained to Zico in Hebrew, if he wants, he will expand on that. If not, I said my piece. Thank you.
No problem. Go ahead.
No, I kind of, again, like BroZ doesn't matter in this situation, but yesterday we had a very interesting visitor also, and it also kind of interesting things happens on your space recently. Just be aware of that. And I know that you are very liberal.
תרשמי לי ב-DM.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to to explain anything because people just have your own opinion. Listen to two sides and have your own opinion. Never stick with one side. Or if you don't have the time, don't decide anything.
את על איך קוראים לזה? את על הלפטופ שלך או על הטלפון?
Right now I'm on mobile. But whatever. But if you want to to invite some interesting people, I need to unblock them, because they block them all. They all block me, you know. So and I have no problem to unblock them, but after that I block them back. Just to remember who blocked me and who not.
אין בעיה, no problem. Okay. Johnny, go ahead. You wanted to say something. Go ahead. תרשמי לי בזה, מי האנשים האלה. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's Arabs and there's Arabized people. There's a big difference between those two things. There are a lot of Muslims in the world, like you guys were saying, but there are a good amount of radical Muslims or radical Islamists, if you want to call them that the majority of Muslims themselves do not stand up against. This is their problem to take care of. It should not be our problem. It baffles me that there's so many of them, 2 billion, and they cannot stand up to their bad apples. If we had bad apples, we would stand up to them. In any other civilized nation, we would do this. And there is a problem when it comes to Islam and how they spread it, be it the sword, rape, whatever. There's different kinds of Muslims, whether you're born into it, forcefully converted into it, or any of these things. But it comes down to this. If they were truly religious and good-natured, they would accept the fact that they need to get the fuck out of Judea and Samaria. They would realize that they're occupying Jewish land. They would go home. They would get the fuck out. And as for Gaza, they would just do a good faith measure after what they've done. They'd be like, all right, let's go back to Syria, let's go back to Egypt and call it a day. The Palestinian identity is done with. We're going to live in peace or continue whatever they're doing. When it comes to the Muslims in Israel. I saw a video the other day of when they were singing the Israeli national anthem. They got up and walked out. How is that peaceful to your society whatsoever? And